is it possible to get worse with practice? That's kind of a counterintuitive concept that I was thinking about when I was painting this painting that I have on screen. So what I've got on here is a scene from a classic RPG, Breath of Fire 2 on the Super NES. I've been doing a lot of these lately, really enjoying them, but sometimes my thought process when I'm painting these things, I kind of go off on tangents when I'm thinking about art or thinking about just certain things as I'm going through them. And on this one, I was thinking about all of these classic RPG paintings that I've done lately. I think this one is maybe the 11th one that I've done. So quite a few. It's enough where I could consider this to be a series. Like, this is a thing that I'm into now, is doing these kind of video game inspired paintings. It's a lot of fun. I don't know how much like pure artistic value there is in them, but that's not really why I paint. I paint for enjoyment, so this is enjoyable. So it's kind of a natural fit for me. But I was thinking about how similar they all are. And similarity is not necessarily a bad thing, right? Like, to have a style that's recognizable, or some consistency to what you do is good. And I've had someone tell me before, this was prior to all the video game paintings, but some time ago, that they could recognize a painting done by me. Like, if they saw something randomly painted, they knew it was mine by visual cues. So that's not a bad thing. Like I said, that's over time, artists develop a distinctive style, and that's good. And I think that I've talked about that in other videos, that sort of organically happens over time. You do develop your own style naturally. But getting back to what I was saying at the beginning, is it possible to get worse with practice? With these video game inspired paintings, I'm noticing that they are just, like, they're very, very similar. And almost to a point where, like, the characters look just, they've got, like, distinctive features based on the video game character designs, but there's less variation in the human beings themselves compared to some of my older paintings. And I was just kind of thinking, like, is that bad? Am I actually getting worse in that sense? Like, because I was looking at some of these from maybe a year or two ago that I did, that I thought I was on a really good track. Like, the style was distinctive, but the painting visually was very interesting to me, and I just really enjoyed them. So, so I was just wondering, like, in a pure sense, like as an art piece, are these worse? And so then I was thinking, like, there was just better detail in those older ones, more variation, and like the specifically what I mean, like the mouths in these characters. All the mouths look the same in these video game paintings, whereas in others, like, I was getting more detail into the lips, more variation in the mouth shape, things like that. So just kind of some things that are worse. So I was wondering, am I reinforcing some bad habits? Is it possible that some of the, like, I was talking about the mouth shape and mouth details and some of the facial feature details, is it possible that I'm kind of ingraining some bad habits as I keep doing these? And when I eventually pivot and stop doing these video game paintings, am I going to have some issues readapting back to more detail? And, in fairness to me, I'll give the counterpoint. Like, one part of this is, am I reinforcing bad habits and going down paths that are like really changing my style potentially for the worse? Or the other side is, hey, these are fictional characters. These are video game characters. And I'm trying to do them in my own style. And most of them are kind of cartoony in the original style. Like, these are, 16-bit sprites from the 90s and, stylized cartoon type concept art from the original artist. This is a very different style that I'm creating these in. So it's possible that, give myself some grace. These are not reliable models to base these characters on, these paintings that I've been doing. So, I can't really expect, like, this is over-exaggeration, but I can't expect Rembrandt-level detail on facial features for video game characters that don't have them, if that makes sense. So, giving myself some room to kind of play around and have fun is important. And just circling back to that concept, just the having fun concept, like all this stuff that I'm talking about, am I getting worse? Obviously that's subjective. I'm also not a reliable judge of my own work. I never have been. I will sometimes like things a lot that I did that I'm kind of alone in. Like, there's one in particular that I really like from, like, maybe my second year of painting that is still one of my favorite paintings of all time that I did. And I don't think I don't think anybody is on the same page as me about that painting. Like, but then, some other stuff, like, there are paintings that I strongly dislike that I did that other people seem to like, and I can't figure out why they like them. I think they're terrible, or I think there's maybe overall they're not terrible, but there's like a significant flaw that I can never overlook, like something that I did that I'll always see and always regret not fixing, or whatever that other people just don't care about. So I'm not a reliable judge of my own work. So that's a fair point. And then getting back to, circling all the way back, right? Like, painting is supposed to be fun. If you are a painter or you are an artist, you should probably enjoy what you do. If you're not enjoying it, is it really a good hobby? I guess maybe professional painters have different considerations as far as that goes, because it's, a job. It's a way that they make money. But, if you're a hobbyist like I am and you do it just for fun, it should be fun. So that's kind of the core of everything. So if my style is actually changing or I'm going down different paths, I think I'm just going to keep going down the path, whatever it is, because I am having fun, and that's the most important thing. So so that's all I have for this. If anyone has any questions, definitely pop into the comments. Let me know. Otherwise, I hope to see you for the next painting.